Mike, do you want to explain it? We had
Well, the Cavinder twins are already there, so we don't have to relive it. You can welcome them aboard, Dano.
Okay, very good. It is claim. Do you have another claim to be as bad as the Gronk family feud?
Cavinder twins are there. Their time is valuable. Time is money.
All right, thank you. It is Haley and Hannah. Thank you for joining us, ladies. Congratulations on all your success. We are rage-filled here that you have left the University of Miami, but you left the University of Miami in good shape. Thank you for being on with us. Let's start with you, Hanna. Can you tell us, please, in 2020, if I had come to you at the start of the pandemic and said, hey, what is all of this going to turn into? You would have said what?
That's actually a great question. I tell Haley this all the time. I would have never predicted myself to be here after the pandemic, and then when NIL passed, I literally just kind of go back months at a time, and I'm like, wow, so much have happened. You've learned so much, you've experienced so much, and I just try to be grateful. But yeah, I would never have envisioned this for myself. This is definitely a dream job, especially even transferring to the University of Miami. I thought I was going to stay at Fresno State my 4 years, but I think just taking that leap and trying to put yourself in the best position, that's what we were trying to do, is get to the March Madness tournament. And then doing what we did this season in the March Madness tournament was just so First Loco.
Haley, take us back there, though. Take us back to the start of the pandemic, the start of your story, your brand management, your TikTok management. Paint the picture for us, what you and your sister were doing start of the pandemic 2020.
Start of the pandemic 2020, I think that when we came back to Arizona, because we were in COVID, we didn't really know what we were doing. We had so much free time, and TikTok was evolving, and Hannah had her own TikTok. I was very off social media. I don't know why. I thought for some reason I was not a social media fan, which is so ironic now. But Hannah was like, Haley, come get in this TikTok. And we have a hoop outside, and we did a basketball beat, and it just blew up. And I don't know, that's literally all I could say. I have no idea if it's the twin thing, if it's not, but I think it was just a domino effect. And being able to share and start TikTok with basketball and then see it evolve and see where we are now 3 years later is just so crazy. But yeah, that's where it really started, was just doing some beats to basketball, involving in twins. And yeah, here we are today. So I really couldn't tell you why or what, but I'm just super taking it day by day, to be honest.
Hannah, can you explain to us when you felt your life change?
I would say when I started to feel a huge difference was on July 1st, being on a billboard. I didn't even know that was happening, so I was like, wow. Just seeing yourself on a billboard in Times Square was honestly a bucket list. I was like, wow. But I think when I kind of started everything, seeing, this could be a job, this could be a business, was probably in December after the July 1st pass. Obviously, we signed with an agency, ESM, and we got an amazing attorney, Darren Heitner. And I think that just seeing them be so proactive with brands that truly fit Haley and I and who we, want to work with, is kind of was like, okay, I could see myself doing this long term and, kind of branching off and being an entrepreneur after basketball's done.
Haley, did you realize right then, wait a minute, this is a career. There's a career. There's absolutely a career here. This social media thing that I have no interest in, there's not just money, there is life-changing career opportunity here.
Right. Like Hannah said, I think that when the first year happened with NIL, I really didn't even know what to expect. So it was really hard to say, oh, let me do this after college. Let me do this. Let's just focus on, getting our degree, playing basketball, because you never know what to expect in this type of business. So I think when, like Hannah said, in December, once we got a team and started being really proactive with seeking long-term deals and then signing with champs, I was like, okay, wow, this is something that we really have passion for and we can really do. And then WWE and all this other stuff. But on all honesty, I truly didn't think it could be insane in what it is until probably this year. At Miami, I was like, wow, we could really do something with this after college, and set ourselves up to, create even more than what we already have done. So I think just trying to see where it goes, but also capitalizing off of it when, it's a relevant time is something that Hannah and I try to do as well.
Hannah, I want to ask you about that in terms of the length of career on court versus off court and your ability to monetize what you're doing. When you're talking to your agent and you're coming up with your plan, what are they telling you is a reasonable amount of time to think that you can be doing this to maximize your off-court earnings or the earnings you're doing now? And how important is it to stick to that plan? And as part of the plan, are you where they told you you would be as you sit here today?
Right. I would say, obviously being a student athlete in general is very time consuming. So I think, adding NIL on top of it, you have to be organized. You have to be able to trust your team. I think having a twin, we're very planned, organized. We love our routine and being able to be like, okay, well, we have this day off, looking at the calendar in advance. We need to do photo shoots here. We need to do an appearance here. Working with ESM, Jeff and Alexi, they have our calendar throughout the season. They would add stuff and just be able to communicate with us 24/7. But yeah, it was definitely a full-time job. Sometimes I was like, okay, if I'm not playing basketball, if I'm not doing school, like this is what I'm doing. And I think that's a sacrifice you have to make. And that's what we understood going into it. And I wouldn't have it any other way, honestly.
Haley, we were playing a game here in the studio where we are all revealing what's on our Instagram Explore tab, which is a horrifying exercise to realize that, oh, this is what I've been doing this whole time, and this is what the computer tells me I've been doing. Can you reveal what is on your Explore tab, and is it different from your sister's?
I'm on my phone. I don't have my phone. But
On
I
my
guess you could
Explore,
guess.
I think
Oh,
my,
very
what I'm gonna
savvy.
get-
Very savvy. Yeah, I should have said I don't have my phone either.
I don't even own a phone.
But
I've never
if I
seen a
had to
phone.
guess,
I don't even know how phone
Hanna and
communication
I,
works.
We're huge. We've developed a hobby of cooking. Like we love sending recipes to each other of like other fitness influencers, what they make and what they cook. And Hannah and I like love doing that. And like that's what all my like if it's I'm not following someone and it's like for you, it's like cooking or a reel of someone cooking like banana bread pancakes or something like that. So I would say definitely that, or definitely like workouts. That's probably what's on my Explore page, and probably sports.
These are very unembarrassing answers that are in direct
Terrible.
contrast with what we have revealed about ourselves.
It's always butts for us.
It's always
yeah.
butts. In fact, I keep refreshing, and
I'm
it's
sure.
interesting.
They're nodding knowingly, by the way,
Yeah.
for the audience. They get it.
It's always bikinis to start, but then I refresh, and occasionally, here's a video of Nicolas Cage in the Superman costume. Oh, here,
Gotta keep it balanced.
Yeah,
Gotta
here's-
keep it balanced.
Good balance.
yeah, here's. I agree. And there's this World's Strongest Man video, but also here's a dozen bikinis.
Hey, Hannah,
Yeah.
you queens have become like role models to women all around the world, little kids everywhere, little twins everywhere. Oh my goodness. What would your advice be to give to someone who is aspiring, to little girls around the world who want to be just like you guys?
I would say, never let the critics get into your head. Always work hard. I know that sounds cliche, but if your work ethic is, what you rely and fall back on, the opinions of others won't matter because you know who you are as to a person, as like in your core. So I would just say work hard, follow your dreams, and try to ignore the noise and do what like you're passionate about.
Hannah, can you take us through which was the more difficult decision, leaving Fresno State for Miami or leaving Miami to pursue what you're pursuing now?
I love that question. Yeah, you can actually, I'm going to pivot that question to Haley because I think it's a great Haley question. I think that it was definitely not taking my 5th year. I thought the whole year, like, I want to come back. I love my team. I love coach. I love the University of Miami. And I'm so proud that I transferred from Fresno to Miami because the love I have for the university is just like, me and Hannah talk about all the time, like, I'm proud to go to a school where it's like, I love it. Not that I didn't love Fresno State, but it's just the type of love and passion and community around Miami was something I never experienced. So I think when coming to the decision of coming back for my 5th year and playing without Hanna, or not taking my 5th year and just walking away, I went on about like 3-hour walks every day. And like, I would go back and forth like, okay, I'm coming back. No, I'm not. I'm coming back. And I was super big on communication with my coaches and everything. But it wasn't as if like, oh my gosh, I want to I don't know. I just like didn't know what to do because there's so many unknowns and so many things that I didn't really know what to expect and which decision. And I'm like I'm a big person of like, I don't want to make a decision. Like if we make decisions, that's my teenager right here. So that was very difficult for me personally, but also I know like the simple answer is I don't want to play basketball without Hanna, and I just am glad that this season I got everything I wanted from this season. I love my team, I love the school, so it's a good way to go out.
Quickly, last question. What's next? Wrestling? And are you any good at wrestling?
I've never wrestled Haley, actually. People ask that all the time. But I think we'll see. I think how the year plays out. Obviously, we do love WWE. We have a lot of other long-term deals, too, that we're excited about with Better Media we just signed with, Cigarette Racing. There's a lot in store and a lot coming out soon. So, yeah, definitely.
What's a good tag team name?
Yeah, what could be a good tag team name?
Oh, we got to come up with them for them. Thank you, ladies. We appreciate the time. Congratulations on all the success.
Thanks, guys, for having us. Thank you.